Welcome back, everyone. I'm Crane Bramp. You're all Brainiacs, and this is episode 17 of Empire of Madness Season 2. And again, another decent run between episodes. For me, the biggest deal was finishing the bone china floors because those require like the same amount of work that fine tiles do. So 2 big rooms of those was a big problem. We also finished the hangar bay completely. It is now completely open to the sky, completely floored by sandstone chunks. It's going to be a good time. We also got the power room mined out, floor down, and lighting. We talked about that last episode. But we didn't stop just because, you know, things were going really good. We stopped because we have a psychic ship that dropped in. Now, it's not as bad as I thought it first was. It's really only 8 Scullywags, and Scullywags, if I remember correctly, are kind of like weak to melee. So what I'm thinking is this might be a really good time for the Alpaca Army to show out just how good they are. So let's get Green Pack down here. While they're moving, nothing's going to actually kill anything. So let me go on and get them down here. Wait for the ground runner to come down. And then we'll just select these guys, cancel their move, and then there they go. Kill them all, I say in my very best Darkest Dungeon voice, which I can't do very well. Boy, that went... Dang, the Alpaca Army just wrecked them. Oh my gosh. All right. So you guys, yeah, you can go free. And then all of these guys, I tell you what, let's get Oaks down here. We need him anyway. Let's have him finish off all of those, and then we'll have Barrel come melee attack the ship along with Cannon and Phillips if he gets down there in time. And then we're going to want all of this stuff hauled. What do we got? Foods binge, Philippe, that's fine. Serious Pain, probably, yep, Antisocial, Serious Pain. This is from the Longworms, and this is why I want to get rid of the psychic ship so bad, because this is just going to be a pain to have to deal with mental breaks a psychic drone in the middle of everyone. Yeah, they're beating the crap out of everyone having mental breaks from the lungworms and stuff. So you guys can go back to what you're doing. Home, and then let's mark that for haul and that for haul urgently, and yeah, that should be it. We're just let them go back, and Oaks is coming down here. He's going to do all of our finishing off. Let me just make sure that all that goes off without a hitch. Oaks, we got one more. Finish him off. That's it. Mark all of these guys for haul urgently just to get them in. And, yeah, back to it. So the Alpaca Army has won. Not bad, not bad. That's exactly what we're training animals for right there. So let's go over everything that we've done. But before we do, let me do my intro. Remember that I stream live on Twitch doing survival gaming, just like Rimworld and 7 Days to Die and all of this good stuff. Stop by. We've got a great community. And also, while you're here, I would appreciate a like and subscribe on the video if I haven't earned that already. And yeah, let's move right into it, man. Research finished. We got our hospital beds done. Gamer Drew had some inspired training. We had a bulk goods trader. I just basically sold a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, Vilheim told Liana that he wants to spend the rest of his life with her, and Liana was like, I don't even... Who are you? What's your name again? Yeah, so we got a rejection out of that, unfortunately. Group of travelers from the Black Ridge settlement are passing by. That's fine. I don't want to mess with them. We had a cannibalistic supplier, and we picked up lax from that cannibalistic supplier for like 1,800 silver. And man, he's incapable of cooking, but look at all the rest of that stuff. Trigger happy. The big boned is okay. He'll break a few things when he's sitting down every once in a while, but you know how the big bone boys are. So ship reactor startup, something I don't want to go mess with. And relations with the Iron Alliance have become very close, and they now consider us an ally, which is freaking awesome. They're about the only persons that we want to be allies with. Philippus has a shoot frenzy. We have a combat supplier came by an actual caravan. I sold like just a few things, just a handful of things. Vital monitors are done. We have an inspired surgery. We have the psychic ship. We have a settlement in danger attacking power 4. So let's take a look at that real quick under our settlements overview. Got a military level 4. You know what? How much money we got? 6,200. How much would it be to upgrade the town? More than I want to spend, actually. How much is... So, the Adventurers Guild is +1 military. So, why don't we go on and get that? That's only 500 silver, and it'll start getting that done. You can pause it and read what else it does, but it's not bad for what we're going to do. So we've got taking care of that, had a textiles trader, a couple of them come by, and then visitors. All right, so I think that gets us caught up with everything. The compost is working out pretty good. It just dumped its first load of 150, and they're working on replenishing the rich soil with it. We'll keep an eye on this and see if we need to increase this. I probably want to move this over here in a little while, but we'll talk about that. So the planning that I've got up here is I want to do some lights for the hangar, and I was looking at lights, and there's these floor lamps right here. Well, if I can select it, there we go. So let's turn it like that, is what I thought, sideways, and then just like come straight up like this, almost like running lamps. Oh, Slovakia almost got hit by a lightning strike. But anyway, I'm going to wait on these because the next thing that we're going to do is put our mining coast stuff up. So I want to make sure that I'm not, like, interfering with where this goes. I'm going to leave one space so that people can walk behind this. We're going to try to get this down as soon as we can. This is our landing pad, and then you also need to make an orbital relay. And I guess we'll... Can it go somewhere? I guess we're going to put it right there. It doesn't want to go up against anything else. So anyway, that'll get the mining coast stuff done, and then we can call those guys in. So let's go on and finish these lights out really quick. And then I just threw some wall lights in here to make up for the rest of that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that's going to look nice by the time we finish with that. So let's go to planning really quick and just go remove plans and get all this stuff out of the way. That and that. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I like the way that looks. So once the orbital beacon gets made, we're going to have to spend 1,500 silver to basically initiate relations with the mining company, but we'll get that done here in a minute. I noticed that we have these really bad people still on our construction. So let me go through and take these guys off because that was only while we were doing floors. I saw that the orbital beacon, it looked like it got botched, but let me put it back down. I figured it would have rebuilt it. Not really sure what happened there, but we'll get that done. Okay, well now it wants to let us put it right up next to it, so I'll go for that. What else do we need to do? So let's talk about what happened between episodes. We had some new alpacas born. They're marked for training. We finished the hangar. I did some additional vents in between these places because the temperature was just looking kind of funky. Now everything's looking a whole lot better. This is going to be directly vented to the outside for the power room, so I'm not too much worried about that. Quest available, Raider Lair. And the defense was successful. What is this right here? Prime Counselor of the Acolytes, the Yellow King, has sent us a message. Apparently giants based in a nearby camp. No, I am not doing giants. Giants are... I don't care if there is just 2 of them. We're not doing bandits. I don't know. 2 we might get away with. How long do we have to take this? 6.1 days. Okay, let's get our SRTS stuff built, and then we'll talk about that. So let's get a cookie cutter, and we'll put it right here and start getting them ready to do that. Also, we started getting almost all of our M1 helmets are done. You can see All we're waiting on is Lax to get one. Then it'll make 2 to have in reserve. And then they should start working on the combat boots and getting everybody suited up for those. Also, I went through and canceled the Infield 303 bills. Or I thought I did. Maybe I have it marked that we were going to do that. Because when I was selling stuff to the combat supplier, I noticed we had like 3,000 303 shells. And we don't... Yeah, we don't use 303s anymore. We're kind of past that. So here's our partnership fee. So to establish a regular trading route or to resolve a dispute with the mining co, you must pay a partnership fee. Use the orbital relay to proceed. So let's just grab Gamer Duo. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to call them and it's going to ask me if I want to pay the $1,500 and we'll pay it and it'll be done. There we go. So pay the partnership fee. And now from here, we can... There's quite a few things that we can do. Let me show you really quick. We can request a cargo supply. We can request a medical supply. And we can request air support. And I'm not sure why it says no available landing pad. We have one right there. Perhaps something needs to finish, or maybe I need to disassemble this. We'll take a look at this later. I do not... No, cancel. Disassemble that right there. Maybe stuff's up too close. We'll find out. We'll check that here in a minute. We got a lot to do. We've done our lights. We've done our mining co. We've got our cookie cutter built, which holds 4 people, and I believe handles up to 1,600 pounds worth of... cargo. So we've got that one done. We're probably gonna want 2 of these. So, but the problem is all of the components. So we're gonna have to watch for somebody to buy components from again. And we can get cheap steel from Mining Co. when we need it, if we need it. All right, so our power room. Let's go on and start moving everything. All right, that's got all of those done. And then as these move up here, I'll move the backup power controllers up there here in just a minute, because we're gonna do a speed up soon. So also we have finished our shields, we have finished our hospital beds. I had them deconstruct a few beds that we had over here. So let's go over to furniture. Let's get our hospital beds. Remember that we have calcium polymer, a material that can be used to build anything that steel can be made out of, except it just has less hit points. So you can use it inside for stuff like hospital beds and stuff like that. So let's go on and set up. Probably, I hate to say it, going to run out of components doing this, but I mean, we've got a little bit of money. We're selling organs. Hopefully we'll actually get a raid coming by of a bunch of people that will actually help us out. And I'm down here tripping because I need the wall vitals monitor. All right, so let's put one behind each one of these, and then we should be able to make a disinfectant stand and just like plop it down right here, and it should take care of all of those. So it gives us 5 hospital beds with 5 wall monitors. We'll worry about doing 5 more here in a little while. We do have some other stuff that we want to build in here, though, like organ vats and a number of other things, but we've got a lot to do. So let's go on and do a speed up, guys. I will see you on the other side of that, and I figure I know what's wrong here. I think this is just the orbital relay is in the way, so I'm just going to move it like, well, somewhere where... Why don't... Oh, one orbital relay. Well, that sucks. We're going to have to deconstruct it and rebuild another one. All right, guys, so I will see you on the other side of the speed up. I'll get that done. All right, so I stopped for just a moment because this guy has, I figured he was a bulk goods trader. He would have components. So we're going to buy those 22 components, and then we're just going to sell a few things, and then we'll get right back to this. All right, so nothing's happening. I'm a little aggravated at myself. I deconstructed this, and now we don't have enough components to finish it. Just one of those things, man. One of those Rimworld things. So let's go on and start working on our recreation room. We've got some marble left over, so I think I want to do these in marble tiles. So let's do... Man, this is just big enough that we can do 4 tables. Like... you know what? We'll do 2 tables, and then the rest of those, yeah, the rest of this we can do painting and stuff. So what have we got in the way? We have 1,893 alpaca wool. So we are going to make some alpaca wool armchairs. So let's get these put in here. All right, now that is probably going to take more alpaca wool than we actually have. However, you know, we'll deal with that as it comes. So another thing that I want to work on is our crafting stuff and kind of getting it straightened out. I want to start doubling up our production areas. So let's just move some of this stuff out of the way. And then we'll talk about what we're going to do with it. All right, so that gets all of that stuff out of the way for the moment. And then what we're going to do, let's take this tailor table. And what we'll do is we'll do 1 here. And then I'll make a copy. And yes, I know we need components. Hopefully a bulk trader will come by here in a moment. We'll move that there. And then we'll move this universal table here. And then these right here. And we'll put our stools back. We're going to have to move that door, unfortunately. But that's fine. We can just simply... move it right there, and then once it's done, we'll put a wall right there. So this is basically the idea of how I want to lay my stuff out that needs a lot of production time, especially like tailors for breaking down stuff into different stuff. Definitely probably our smelting table. I don't know if we're going to do the Rimu Nation stuff, but that at least gets all that stuff going. Yeah, there we go. Get it all set up. Once we get that done, we'll move all of our recreation down there. So I'm going to go back out. We're going to speed this up a little bit, let them get done with what they need to get done, and I will see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, so we have a cannibalistic supplier. Let's go on and get some of these notifications out of the way. We had some vampires come through, a migration, a flash storm, bulk goods trader, a party, a masterwork item, some taxes billed, -1 logging on our settlements, an alpaca wool chair masterworks, USFM has just renewed its mercenary people, and our cannibalistic supplier, and I'm hoping that maybe they have a decent slave that we can grab for just... you know, 1 or 2 more people might not be too bad right now. So let me look through here and find out what they got. All right, so this took me forever to decide because there had 2 really good guys down here that I wanted, Black Rose and Q. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to slaughter it. But both of them together would wipe us out, and we need components. And he will not buy basically anything that we have. But this is Q. And I mean, look at that. Hard worker and a psychopath and a stoner. and like passionate and double I mean, just that's like a super colonist. So I'm gonna take that. Let me run through and set Q's work priorities really quick. I'll be right back. Q is just one of those crazy colonists where she's like good at freaking everything. So I've just basically set 2 on almost everything that she's passionate on, and I've taken her off of Hall priority. And yeah, I don't even really know what to say about her. So let's get her outfitted. Let's take a look really quick. So she is better at shooting, so let's put her on a P90 schedule. Well, interestingly enough, we don't have any ranged weapons. We don't have any melee weapons. We've already sold all of that stuff. So, yeah, let me back out and see what else we can get done. I'm hoping a bulk trader comes by. Actually, you know what? We don't even have to worry about that. We can simply summon a trade caravan. See what we get. Farming goods, not exactly what I wanted. Maybe one more. And an exotic goods trader. So which one are you guys? I'll go on and let him get up here, and then we'll talk to him, see if I haven't got any components. All right, so I just picked somebody random, and it looks like this is the farming trader. So let me run through here and see if there's anything that basically we want to sell him, and I'll be right back. Well, never mind. I was going to sell him something and looked over, and he has 169 silver and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't want. So let's kill that. Where is our other trader? Wow, it is a giant. Okay, okay, fair enough for that. All right, guys, the farming goods trader just gave us a chance to dump some of the stuff that I didn't want anymore, like some 60mm mortars, some gemstones that we just don't have enough of to keep, and I got some olives and some snow beets, and we're going to get 985 silver additional out of it. So, you know, I'll never turn down food. So let's go on and dismiss this guy, and then dismiss this guy. And yeah, there's not a lot else to do except wait on another trader. So I'm going to speed this up for a little bit, see if we can maybe get an orbital trader or something that'll do us good, or maybe even some visitors will leave us some components. But I don't want the episode to be too long, so let's zoom back in, and where will I see you guys? I will see you on the other side. Alright guys, so our fabrication has finished. Also, we had a strange discovery. We'll go through this. We had verbal abuse Kitty. She finally calmed down. A strange discovery. It was something down in the mines. I sent the military with them for 200 silver. We have a fabrication bench, but it requires advanced components to get started, and then we can do some other stuff. And then we have, of course, our fabrication research finished. We've got 4 items left: bionics replacements, nanoscale, cellular engineering, and then our run to resonant cell energy batteries. So I've been trying to wait around for an orbital trader, hoping that we would get some components. Obviously, that's not going to happen at the moment. So I don't want to spend like the whole episode and speed up. I know that there was more than that happened this episode, but I feel like this was a light episode. Anyway, tomorrow we will be back for episode 18. So, yeah, guys, if you like what you see, if you like what you saw, if you want to see what continues happening here on the Rim, hit that big red subscribe button. And guys, peace out. Have a good one. Stay safe. And I will see you on the other side.